sun fades out of sight. Constellations come to life. The serotonin keeps us floating. We contemplate our lives. Though the numbers safe and sound, my hypotheses abound. I've got a theory, you're there with me, transcending data found. Take a picture, don't forget her, let it linger in your view. The formula for finding magic, 1 + 1, just me and you. Falling for a simple dream, a theorem of a fantasy. I live fully. If patterns prove us right, more than particles and light, it's simple science, full compliance that keeps me up at night. Take a picture, don't forget her, let it linger in your view. The formula for finding magic, 1 + 1, just me and you. Falling for a simple dream, a theorem of a fantasy. I la 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 live fully. Life is a gift to me, I'm here for you. Like a smile at a party, I swoon. Measure time by the moon. Is it over too soon? Take a picture, don't forget her. Let it linger in your view. The formula for finding magic, 1 + 1, just me and you. Take a picture, don't forget her. Let it linger in your view. Formula for finding magic, 1 + 1, just me and you. Falling for a simple dream, a theorem of a fantasy. I la 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 la.
Hello, Kalu Kalay. Oh, you're not supposed to be there. There we go. Haha! Hello, Kalu Kalay. How are we all doing today? My name is Notepad and on an IRA Games for Fun. So, what are we doing? What's the plan? What's the gamer moment? What's the vibe today? Couple things. But first off, I would like to thank Beams, and Ethical Explosives. Welcome back. And Drage's Wolf, Darude Standstorms, Wolf Sona. Alright, I'm in. Alright, whatever. So, yes, hello, Kalu Kalay. How are we doing? Hopefully everything is going well. I'm just making sure everything sounds okay. So, what's the plan today? Plan is simple. Arknights. Technically, we are doing the full good Kabarashing as always. We're going to be talking about the full name of the game now, because I came up with a terrible name, which is Alterna Congeria. Or Congeria. So it's not Arknights, but legally speaking not. It's Arknights. Alterna Cognera. What does that mean? Sounds right. Or it's a Congeria. Congeria. NG. There we go. It's Latin. I did something that sounded vaguely correct, as God intended. So, we've got the basics kind of hammered out. I feel pretty confident about the basics. I feel really good about the basics, actually. We are now going to be doing things that are not basic. We are instead going to be doing unfun things, which is trying to hammer out some numberinos. So, we need to go on a magic adventure of learning about the Jewish faith. You may be wondering, what do I mean by that? I mean, we have to learn about the Sarkaz. So, in lore, in Arknight's lore, there is you can say there are two major races. You can say very, very broadly speaking, there are two major races. There is, there are the Sarkaz, or Sarkaz, depending on your interpretation of the name. The Sarkaz are effectively Jews. And I say this as a Jew myself. This is very funny. They literally live in, I can't believe, they literally live in, I can't believe it's not, Israel, effectively. They literally have learned elders. It's very like, okay, alright, based and sneed-pilled, I'm in. The basic idea of a Sarkaz individual is that they take the form of... How do I want to word this? They take the form of things that are definitely not human. Monstrous, you could even say. We'll use something, say, an Anasa. What are Anasa? Well, they take the role of Asura, Rakashas, Yakshas. And as you can see, they are very scary looking. Because according to lore, this is second-hand lore. The Kaifeng Jews and Koken Jews. Yes. According to second-hand lore, effectively, what happened in the far, far past was that humanity came to this planet. And they're like, hey everyone, here's some crazy wildlife that wants to kill us. Let's turn them all into hot babes and hot dudes. And then they did. And then there was a race war. The end, everyone. It's like, oh, alright. So we're definitely post-race war. We're currently in racial ethnic cleansing parts, roughly speaking. Yeah, we're Arknight's lore is weird, by the way. I'm not gonna beat around. Yep. Damn. I'm not gonna beat around the bush at all. The more I delve into Arknight's lore, the more I like sit back and I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? And it's very fascinating. I give it that. It is a very fascinating setting. But if we But generally speaking, all of the various Sarkaz, or formerly T-Kaz, as what they were referred to as, kind of embody different creatures across different human folklore. So if we do something like we'll use a vampire. Vampires. They don't have horns or tails like other Sarkaz. However, They do have things like pale skins, they have red eyes, they can manipulate their blood. Now, the few vampires that are in the game are things like Warfin. As you can see, Warfin is a vampire. She's also an elf, and she may also be special. Yeah, there's a couple vampires that they may be just elves, but alright. Or we have things like a lich. What does a lich actually do? What's the special thing here? Well, they look like banshees, because banshees are completely different ones. And yes, they literally have a phylactery here. Yes. A phylactery. Okay. Yeah, they have to consider some exile and crowds away from Kazdale, their homeland. Because Kazdale is effectively the Levant. Let's not kid ourselves here. It is Kazdale is supposed to be kind of like 50% Israel, 50% Iran. It's very similar to Hebrew and other Levantine Semitic language, Semitic languages. Yeah, it's kind of odd, and as you can tell, they're being very friendly with each other, legitimately, as they kind of want to kill everyone. But they're the good guys, but not the good guys as well. Very much not the good guys. As you can kind of see, some various locations, various outfits people have. It gets a little bit confusing, and I legitimately just need to sit down and watch videos on this. Now, why is this confusing and kind of a mess and kind of annoying to think about? Most of these are playable. Yes, most of them are playable. Some of them are very much not playable. This is good. Hence, yeah, as you can kind of see, there are literally Wendigos. Yeah, there's Wendigos. We're going to have to start cutting some of these, and the fact that only one faction has guns is hilarious. Oh, I forgot. We literally have to talk about the Sancta. The Sancta are angels. They are angels who have a very special power, a fucking Glock. God gave his chosen people the gun. Yeah. Oh no, there's demonic creatures from beyond the colors of time. Don't worry. God gave me a gun and I'm ready to fucking, I can start fighting. Oh no, look everyone. Literally you have a patron firearm. And it's like, all right, I'm in. Fuck it. Fuck it. All right. As you can kind of see, there are a handful of different operators in the game that are actually just have a gun, which is kind of nice. You know, the ability to have having a gun. I'm an angel with a shotgun. Like, there comes a part of me as being like, do we even have them be playable? Like, because like part of me is like, should we make these playable? But I'm like, I know we should, because they're that special. But you also have things like Penguin Logistics, who is legitimately an entire company with angels because it's based off in a completely different place, and you're like, ah, oh god. Yeah, so we've got a couple of these to worry about. I'm like, okay, you know what? You don't gotta worry about all of them. It'll be fine. And have no fear, everyone. Then we get to the furries. There's a lot of furries. There's a lot of furries. And this gets even messier because, oh yeah, no, welcome to the horse gilf. Yeah, have no fear, various just person who is a horse person. Now, then you have the elder races. Yes, the elder races. Now, the elder races are special ones because they're fantasy creatures effectively and can do weird bullshit. Oh, I want to play the Blue Archive character. Geez, Notepad, I want to play the Blue Archive character. Oh god. Oh no. I want to play the fucking super special character, totally unique, OC Donut Steel. I want to play a fucking dragon. Oh man, there aren't many dragons in setting, but there are enough. There are enough that people will want to play them. I know this. Yeah, this is the one Cerberus. How does it work? I haven't read that. So, what we get to do is that we get to take all of this and make game out of it. I'm ready. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. It's going to be compromising, because there may also be things like, oh hey, you may or may not, like, there are no humans. Like, this is a big thing that we have to make a very first thing about. There are no humans. We are going to treat it as if the Rainbow Six operators do not exist. Like, we're going to say, like, we are not going to talk about Earthlings. We know the first civilization was there, and we know the Doctor is part of the first civilization, but yeah, who are the ancients? Yeah, it's kind of, it's one of those very things. It's like, okay, oh noes, oh no, is something breaking? I don't think so. But yeah, so we got to do all of this. Now, what we're going to do is we need a life path system. Yes, we're going to be making a life path system. It's been a while since. But what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards for my own sanity. Now, the first thing that I want to put down is, are you infected? Now, what do I mean by this? In setting, there is the very special, there is Organium. Organium is the Orginium or Organium, I don't know what the fuck, the Origin Stones. This stuff is the most powerful, useful material in the setting. This is the important section. This is a very common mineral. It is a huge thing. It causes catastrophes. It uses arts. It powers things. It builds things. It is a super source. It also gives you rock cancer. Now you may be wondering, Notepad, what do you mean by rock cancer? Well, if we go here and we look at rock cancer, yes, your body begins to turn to crystal. And you begin to die. And you get magic rock cancer. Magic rock cancer fucking sucks. You're going to die if you have magic rock cancer. But oh, don't worry, I won't die if I have magic rock cancer. I'm different. You're not. As you see here, some of the characters, this is based off of, effectively, this is your cell, how much of your actual cells in your body are actually this material, to a degree. How much of it is actually you. This is how much of your blood content has been turned into crystals. This is per liter of blood. 0.31. 0.3. 0.3. 0.35. 0.43. 0.23. 0.24. 0.31. 0.27. This is bad. Pretty much people who are, if you have rock cancer, you're effectively doomed. The main faction of the game, Rhodes Island, is effectively a research institute trying to find a cure for this. You are effectively a research pharmaceutical company trying to find a cure to effectively the super rock cancer, and it's not going well. Now, a lot of the characters are infected, because you want to know how you pay for your treatment? You join their paramilitary organization. This is going to be easier or harder than making Slavjank Nen next month. Probably easier because I have the core mechanics. That's the beautiful thing. You got to remember. The core mechanics here are done. They're easy. Orgenium is a metaphor for microplastics. See, the problem is with that metaphor is that microplastics make me stronger. It doesn't give me rock cancer. Now, the idea of asking the very simple question of, are you infected? All this is going to do, this is going to be kind of a lead question, is whether or not you get a, if you have yes, you get a +1 to any. If you say no, you don't. But what does it mean being infected? It effectively means you have a time limit now. Your character is probably going to die of rock cancer. You are joining this paramilitary group not for pay, not for glory, not for anything. You are joining it because that's how you are paying for it. That's why I was kind of thinking, like, it's kind of like that final question being like, how fucked are you? And answering, I'm fucked, like, I've got rock cancer, is kind of a way of saying, like, yeah, there's going to be some issues cropping up, because people, persecute those with that. You get a +1, and it's kind of like this subtle encouragement, being like, yeah, get infected. Come on, get infected. Because the second you are infected, you're not going to have a good time. So, this leads to the question beforehand, which is... Again, if we work backwards, our question, what is your ambition? There are 4 questions. I want to learn something. I want to learn something. I want to be stronger, plus force. And I want to, I want to, and what's the sense, I believe. Oop. No, it's skill. Kind of your ambition is you saying, hey, what do you actually want to accomplish? Like, this is kind of a way for the player to have a better idea of kind of like effectively controlling your outcome. I've determined my background, I've determined all of this. What is my ambition at the end of the day? What do I want to accomplish here? And this is kind of, again, it's a way for someone to say, I have 0 force. I have 0 force. I've just taken things that mean I have 0 ability to do things physically. What does be stronger actually mean to you? Selecting be stronger is going to mean something a little bit different to I have 0 strength versus I have plus something insane. And it's versus someone like, I'm a fucking brick shithouse, call me Guts McHuge. What's his ambition of like, I want to be stronger, and that's saying something slightly different. What's this game? Oh, Nodi, this is Arknights Alterna Congiria. And we're making the life path system currently. So we go beyond that, we do our adulthood. Ultimately, what I want to have is 12 to 13 cards in our main deck. That's the big thing. Because all this is a card game. And anytime, oh no, you have to do a skill check right this second. You must do a skill check. You're gonna say, okay, I'm doing a skill check. And shuffle your cards up a little bit. You're going to draw 1, 2. Let's say we're going to do an average skill check. You draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you look at your cards. Sometimes it's going to be pretty obvious. I need to break a door down really quick. And I've got a force card. Cool. I've got a force card. I just put whatever that card is down. Doesn't matter the value at this point. You put that down, you say, I've got a force card. You're like, okay, you kick down that door real easy. What I was thinking about doing is that you're discarding your hand at that point. And the entire idea is that you're trying to cycle through your entire deck, so harder checks are just kind of taking more out of you and limiting your options. So you can do a little bit of card counting in your head as you're like, okay, I'm running out of options until you hit a refresh moment, which is a, hey, here's a breather to finally recollect yourself, which is something that should be difficult. Now, we've hit adulthood. I don't know why I did that. So, currently, when I say 12 to 13, we currently have 11 remain. 13 is right here. This is our 13th card. So this is our 12. So we've got 11 cards among 4 different species. 11. Let's see. What is our average? We need to do about 2. If we do 2 here, that brings us down to 9. Then we do 3. Then we do a 3 spread. Okay, so we need to do a 2 here. So recruitment. Let's think. What would be? We want to be recruited. We've gone down. We have gone through our childhood, pretty much our race. We have gone through our adulthood. Where did we grow up? Actually, we can even do. Yeah, it would be what we did our species. I'm even thinking species doesn't even give you stat bonuses or even like a +1, but like something pretty light in that regard. Because you're going to get a power out of it. You're going to get like a bonus. So it's like 1. We have 9 points remaining. We can do 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. If we want to do recruit, man. If I want to be recruited into a paramilitary organization, what would that be the reasons of? I would be recruited because... +1 +1, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, there's 12 variations of this. 2, 2, so 2, just a +2 would be 4 variations. So... Each shield. Wouldn't think I'm gonna use. No, I'm gonna use insight. I like insight. I think that gives a little bit. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah. You owe them something? Like you got rescued, maybe? Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so we've got 12 variations. So very basic. I want to. Break, please. I want to put this here. So we've got our +2s. So again, basic idea. You're being recruited because we see something important in you. Hey, we believe in you. You could be a real hero. I'm like, I want to be a hero. I want to be a good person. So yeah, you got valor in you. You're being hired. You're being recruited because you can do things. Congratulations, you're an engineer. You know how to do arts. You know how to fix things. You know how to just clean work with guns. That's something useful. You're a meat shield. You're a bodyguard. You were hired as a body. It's very clearly like you are a body here, and everyone knows that. Being a scientist connection is like, hey, you were brought on because of a more scholarly intention, if that makes sense. You're not being brought on because you are this well-accomplished. No, you are being brought on because there is something special about you or something interesting about you that is of interest to the scientific minds of Rhode Island. Okay, so we want to do... So, we need 12 variants here. So, we need the... Let's do... well, obviously... let's do rescue. Let's say... Okay, so you're rescued. Actually, let's do our variations first. So we need Force Valor, Force Insight, Force skills. Go Force Skill. Then we do Valor, Valor Insight, Valor Skill, Insight Skill. Actually, we don't have that. We don't have 12 variants. What am I thinking of? +1 +1 +1. Yeah, this is so we don't actually have that many. Cool. That's a lot. That's a lot more manageable. Wow. Let's see. 5. So we need a force insight. What's a good one? It's what would be the idea of like you're paying for actually no debt? Actually, what would be the correct term for this? You were rescued from somewhere. There's a problem. Rhodes Island showed up. They offered you a job, being like, "Hey, you look like you can we're saving you effectively, whether you like it or not." You were brought on board to be a test subject. You're a Sarkaz. You've got something interesting. Even just the idea of like, we're testing out new medical procedures, and you've hired on. You're a mercenary. You were bought and paid for by a PMC, effectively. We can even put down as yeah, you're brought on as a PMC to just guard, to do work. You're being hired on for their paramilitary group, for God's sakes. Like, you're not, like, don't think too hard on it. You are here because you are valuable. Actually, we can do mercenaries is PMC, but using one word instead of the. I kind of want to. The thing is, I want to really get the idea that as a private military contractor, you're part of one of the companies. You're not just a random guy being paid. If that makes sense. You're all mercenaries, but you have actually been like part of a real company. If that makes sense. Like security forces. Yeah, security forces could work. There we go. Security forces. Yeah, it's one of those things like I think security forces work pretty well. It gets the idea across. It just all of these are going to get like a sentence or two description. It's like, what does it actually mean? We still need a valor skill. Valor skill. Do we have any ideas? Shoot and take it. Skill, the idea of skill is kind of like your do things. You need to break into a computer, you need to pick a lock, you need to, you'd be a little bit stealthier. You'd be not rolling, but you'd be drawing for skill. It covers a lot, but with only four base skills, it's supposed to kind of cover a lot. And being an operator with really high skill means you can do a lot of things that maybe aren't kicked down the door ways. You're also probably not brave enough to do like a little kick down a lot of doors either. I think it works. I think security forces. But valor skill, you're brave but not strong. Because being part of the Rhodes Island, you're patient debt. Effectively, you're not hired on as much as we can't use the word operative. That is a problem we have. We can't use the word operative because that is what we refer to all characters. We would be referring to the characters as the operatives. So I don't want to give that as like a background because people might get confused. Agent might work. Maybe we could just do free agent. Maybe that'd work. A little bit too broad, maybe. Because I think free agent could work, right? Kind of like the idea of like, I think, yeah, if we go with free agent, that's going to be more along the idea of like, you are a competent person who Rhodes Island has recruited to specifically do this job. Infiltrator, I'm worried that term comes with a lot of connotations, and I don't want someone to get confused saying, oh, am I like an infiltrator for a different company, or am I like super special forces or something? No. So as a free agent, you would be saying, I am someone who is good at my job at doing things. You should totally believe me. I know what I'm doing. You could play a infiltrator-like character or a character with special forces. The idea would be, though, that's your background, why you were recruited. You were a free agent. Okay, yeah, that works. Binga banga bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo. So, all you in. So, I think that's a pretty good amalgamation of reasons why people join Rhodes Island, I would say. Again, if you know Arknight's lore, now is the time to tell me, because I'm going to be the first one to say I'm not like super well versed on the lore here, because there's a lot of lore. And it's been very difficult to like just parse through the information as well for like oh, what lore I actually need to look at, because there's a lot of events that like there's like, here's events that are useful, but it's like, let's see, so we have 2 1 1 wiggly line there. So out of this, we have 9 cards remaining. We need to go to our career. Career is going to be a 3B. So, freebie means we can distribute. There's a lot of different ways to distribute a career. Generally speaking, we want a +2/+1, a +2/+1, and a +1/+1/+1 spread. We can have these for a couple of them. Actually think. Valor, Force, Skill, Insight. Valor, Force, Skill, Insight. So this is our job. This was our career. What were we doing before we were recruited? You may be thinking, well, doesn't the idea of being a part of a PMC, like a mercenary here or something, already inform that? And the answer is not really. Because there are seemingly random people who become mercenaries on Terra. That's one thing I learned as well. Like, anyone can become a mercenary. Like, your fucking cat is going to become a goddamn mercenary before, the day is out. Like, oh man, I love my kitty. He's so amazing. Oh man, too bad he's decided to become a fucking mercenary and he's got a gun now in his hand. He's also a cat boy, because I don't even know if there are fucking animals on Terra. Are there? I don't know, actually. I mean, I assume so. has to be, right? Are there animals in Arknights? Is there animal, like, various races known as the ancient amount of human animal features and completely anthropomorphic animals? Like, I'm... So there are other animals. These animals are just simply not... These animals can't think. Oh. Okay. We're not going to think about that too hard, are we? The less we think about it, the better we, the less we think about things like that. Yeah, making mercs like making mercs like DC Comics hands out lantern rings. Pretty fucking much. It was funny because I was reading one being like she got infected with rock cancer and then she joined a mercenary company. I'm like, how old are you? She's like 16. I'm like, it is fucking recruit anyone. Be like, can you hold a gun? I'm like, no. I mean, like, can you shoot magic? Yes. All right. Welcome aboard, kid. Well, all right. So let's actually, if we want to sort this out correctly, it would be so yeah, I guess it would be force, insight, skill. No, it would be force, skill, valor. Fisk. It would be your Fisk. So, because we've got our Fisk value, okay, so we want to be, let's just think of jobs. Fuck, okay, what are some jobs, Arknights jobs? I want to learn about characters. This is very difficult. I shouldn't be using this wiki, I'm just, like, literally trying to be, like, welfare. What the fuck is a welfare mean? Okay, so let's think about this. Let's just name off jobs. Let's just think of jobs in Arknights. First job, mercenary. Alright, easy enough to understand. Scientist. Okay, you can be a scientist. You can be a laborer. Okay, I'm all right. We got some careers going on here. Engineer. Let's think of other people's jobs to do. Okay, let's just mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's just think about this. So, merc. I'm a merc. I'm a mercenary, so we'll do something like this. No insight. Scientist. No force. 2 inside, +1 skill, no valor. Laborer. +2 force, 0 insight, +1 skill, 0 valor. Engineer. +1 force, +1 insight, 1 skill, 0 valor. Socialite. +0 force, +1 insight, 0 skill, +2 valor. Insurgent. +1 here, 0, +2, 0. Same as the reverse of the labor is an insurgent. You're very skillful. You got, actually, we can even do something like this. Let's do, that's the same as a mercenary, so maybe we... Business. 0. You are a soldier of an actual country. You have been trained in, trained into actually being a soldier. No, we don't really need panic at that point. Okay. 2-star operators. Okay, vagabond, you're a homeless person. Being a homeless person does have its value. Let's see. What's your former career? What's your thing? Let's see. Let's just think of some. Should go to what are you? What's your job? Da da da. Okay, Yato, what's your gimmick, Yato? What's your gimmick? Mm, mm, okay, so nothing too important in 2. All right, everybody, let's look at 3-star operators. What's your backstories? Let's see. I mean, there's got to be something, right? Mm, mm, okay, medico. Let's see. What's your gimmick? What's your thing? Freelancer. You are a freelancer. Yep, that's your job. You are a freelancer. Beagle. Yeah, have no fear. Beagle gets shot and killed. Beagle is shot and killed in Colombia by the cartels. Okay, let's see. What's your gimmick, ma'am? Bobsled patrol team. You are a police officer. Fucking, she's a cop. Cop. Yeah, I'm literally just going through me like, what's your job? Let's see. Nope. Yeah, police cadet. If I'm not speaking, it is literally like, okay. God, what would be? It would be a dilettante. Dilettante. What would be yeah, the other one would be a scion. What does that mean? You're just from a prominent family. Midnight. Look, everyone, it's midnight. Da, da, da. Mm. 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 What's your gimmick? Mm. We've got a journalist, a creature of the night, a journalist. Da, 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 da. Mm. 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 Slavery Arknights. Like, do we have okay. Mm. So what's your gimmick? Da, 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 da. Mm. Mm. So she's infected. What's that actually mean? Freelancer. Mm. Vanilla. Hello, Vanilla. What is your gimmick? Tell me, Vanilla, what do you do? Da, da, da. Mm. Alright, let's... What else do we have to work with here? What else are we having to work with here? So let's just do our stat spreads over here. So, Fisk. Vagabond. Not very that. Decent insight, decent skill. Actually, 2-0. Why don't we do something smart? Why don't we do something smart? New folder. Force, insight, skill, or fizz. Good old fizz. Alright, so we go here. So 1011 0 0211 2011. Nope. 110 2 1002 021 Soldier 201 Vagabond 1020. Okie dokie then. Dokie artichokey 021. Actually, we can do. Why don't we do? Police officer. Alright, we're not doing anything change. I missed the last couple streams. Sorry, late. What'd I miss? We're working on Arc Knights. We're working on an Arc Knights game. You too can now play Arc Knights. We are slowly trying to piece together a number of career paths that a character can undergo in Arc Knights. Because we have to make a life path system. Dilettante. A dilettante means they're a little bit into everything. We can actually even do this, like, actually we can do 1 2 0 0. I don't think we have a 1 2 yet. No, we don't have a 1 2. Do we have 2 1? We do have a 2 1. But not a 1 2. That should work. Scion, on the other hand, force, 2 skill, no, 2 valor. You're not very good at your job, but you understand the duty must be done. You are on the same caliber as that, so why don't we do? Why don't we do that for an insurgent? There we go. Criminal 2. Because effectively our spreads as of right now are 3000, 2220. Actually, no, it'd be 2100. These are our 2 spreads, and as well as 1110. These are every possible spread that we can have. So in theory, we could have 4 of these. These could be, because we would have 2 and 1, 1 and 1. So that would be 2. A lot more. Actually, if there's 4 variations, we would have 4 times 3. So there would be 12 variations of this. I believe so. Because it would be 2, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, and then you would do 1, 2. Two, 1. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of variations. What are we missing as of right now, though? Let's think about this right now. What are we actually missing here? Data, create a filter, name. Let's look at force. Force. Okay. Force does not have anything with a 3 in it yet. What if we have 2? We got laborers a 2, 1. Alright, easy enough to do. We do that. We've got you at 3. We've got you at 2 and you at 2. So we need a 3 for valor. Okay. We need a 3 for valor. Okay, so should do create filter. 1, 2. So we need a 3 in valor. What would be a good career path for someone who is has very high will and is very talkative to other people? Socialite, I put 1 into insight. Actually, we could probably do this. But what would be... So if we really want to be specific with the pure number of options available. And I mean pure number of options available. Let's just put this right here. We ignore this. We do 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0. This one, actually, yes, it would be. That would be the. Okay, so if we are looking at, these are all of the possible variations of attributes. I mean every possible variant. We'll even make it easier. We'll insert 0 in all of these. If you don't have something, you get the 0. So let's do... Okay. Okay, these are all our possible variations. So, we go over here. We go over here. 0201. Let's just do 02 business. 01 2. Yes, dilettante 12. Dilettante. Freelancer. Freelancer. Hello, Lancier. How are you? Hello, Freelancer. It's me. It's me, the Wild Coyote. Hi, Coyote. Don Quixote. Oh, Don't press those buttons. I fucked up cause I was changing things like a fucking goober. Fuck me, I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Let me do that. Create a filter. 02. Did I do this to myself? Freelancer, Texas. Ambulance, like first responder. We've kind of got medic already. So yeah, no, it's 0111. Yeah, are you versed in Arknight's lore? If you are versed in Arknight's lore, now is the time to tell me all about it. I am more than willing to hear all about the power of Arknight's lore. Because I really don't know anything about it, and I'm kind of going off of vibes, really. More than I would really like to admit I am. The police. Get down. This is the police. But don't worry, we're all tiny anime girls, so it's completely different this time. I don't know about you, but if like a tiny anime girl showed up and was like, haha, you're under arrest, I'd be like, well, I'm just going to die now, I guess. Like, I would be shot immediately for my crimes. It would not be... I'm not happy. Like, I'm going to just die. Like, sayonara, Zitsubuya Sensei. It's fucking Jover. I ain't gonna make it out of the hood. I know this rat. I missed something. Put a laborer right there. Soldat. 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 What are you? Slave 3. So, we need 3 more career paths. So, career path 1, 1 force, 2 insight. You are smart with you're pretty smart. Imagine not doing the lore deep dive like you did in for Blue Archive. Unironically, I've got a few videos The problem with Arc Knights is that there's a lot of Arc Knights lore already because it's been around for as long as it has, and most of the time when I'm like, I want to find Arc Knights lore, it's like, here's a 45-minute video, but then someone will say, that's the wrong video. The lore's 2 years out of date now. You need to look at this new video, and it's like, okay, wait, do I need to look at the series? Do I need to look at this lore? Do I need this lore? I'm like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no. There's a lot of little things that go in with it. So we have someone with little insight, some good valor. Let's see. So let's think about this through a sheer technicality. 1, 2, so force inside. A little bit of force, lots of inside. A little bit of force, lots of inside. We already kind of have first responder. That would be right here with medic. What other careers would we have? Let's look at operators. What about you, Deep Color? What's your jam? Okay, maybe not you. Doberman. Alright, Doberman, what is your job? Drill instructor. Actually, if we really want to be specific, we can put in insight. Like, you're just kind of a ride or die. You're just with Rhodes Island. Like, you are literally just a paramilitary op there. Like, you're just with Rhodes Island. Like, yeah, sorry, that's actually we don't even need to combat engineer. We already kind of have an engineer. Engineer here, if I look at find engineer has got 1 force, 1 insight, 1 skill. Because how the system works, for context sake, that might seem like a bad spread. 1, 1, 1 versus a 3 or something. The entire idea of this system is when we have to do a check, we're going to draw a number of cards, and if we have the right card, we can play it. We can play it and be like, okay, I've got a force card here, we need to break down a door, we do this. I have a skill card here, I need to pick a lock, I can do this. Being an engineer means you have a lot of different options, but you're gambling with your deck to do it. That's the big thing. And it's kind of like saying, I have a lot of options to respond to this situation, but I could just get really unlucky and not draw what I need. Versus someone who has like a 3 in it, like a socialite, for example, who is not really doing well at all in these categories. So a socialite will not have good force, insight, or skill. But if she needs valor, she will draw. The likelihood of drawing 3 a valor card is a lot higher for her. It's just deck manipulation. All we'd be working with. So let's see. Decent valor, little insight. Decent valor, little insight. Oh, Doberman. Mm. Mm. Durnar, Estelle, Ethan, Ross. Durnar, hello, Durnar. What's your gimmick, Durnar? Ex-lieutenant discharged an altercation with her superior, so she's a soldier. Mm. Remember, this is a colonel in the military. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Okay. Mm. 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 Okay, your gimmick, your history is child soldier. All right, as is as is appropriate. What's your superpower? Child soldier. Medical. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Mm. 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 Nope. Gitano. What's Gitano's? Gitano. Hails from a tribe. Mm. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, chattel. Yes, of course. Chattel slavery. I forgot about it. I love my army of child soldiers. Yeah, I don't know. I love my my child soldiers. I don't know what you're talking about. If they can fight, they can. we need them. Let's see. Let's see. She's kind of Casimir. Casimir is a land of knights, so that's a really specific location of where they're from. God. We don't really need someone like that. That would just be a variation of a soldier. Hello, Gray. What's your gimmick? Oh, sweet Jesus. Ew. Mm. Mm. Gummy, what's your gimmick? Gummy, I demand you tell me what's up. Mm. 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 Did Gummy eat someone? What the fuck? Gummy, you can't eat people, you fucking loon. Versus self-governing, I guess Gummy is a child. I guess, honest to God, I think putting a child soldier is becoming more appropriate. But this is us being adults, so we need adult people. We vaguely we need adult. Let's see. Waste disposal. So he'd be he's engineer. So he's engineering. Actually, if we put you, we just do Badlands Wanderer. You're just from a place that sucks. Sorry, you are from Colombia. You're from hell. Detective wouldn't work. Former child soldier. What do you upgrade as a child soldier? You just become a soldier then. You don't get like a, oh man, I become a special soldier. No. You become an advanced soldier. Sorry, you're a child soldier +1. Oh God, what's your gimmick? Makeup artists. Quartz, you look edgy. You're a mercenary. Let me guess. You're a mercenary. Yeah, I mean, I guess Pioneer would. Yeah, Pioneer would work. You're a guy who lives off the land. What's your job? Stuff. There we go. Let's see. That is a total of 20 different career choices. Congratulations. This is your history. Your story was becoming 20 different career choices. Now, what we can do is we go down to our... We go there. So you either drop from the basic table or the variant table. Attributes 3, and this is your... This is your career. Now the basic table is what we just did. Variant table would be legitimately variants of what we already wrote down there. But instead of criminal, it would be like X place mafioso or whatever. That would be kind of the idea. Because some of them you can interpret different ways. Being like, being a scion, being a scion would be a little bit different depending on the location. You know, you can't be a scion everywhere. Maybe do that, maybe not, I don't know. There's a couple ideas there, so we do this. So, this leads, so in total we currently have 3, 5, 6. 6, we are halfway done. That means we need to do our childhood now. Now, our childhood only needs, if I remember correctly, we only need to put 2 here. So that would be 2, 5, 7, 8 out of 12. No, we need 3. So we 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, then 1. Okay, so we need to be. Hey, 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 doo doo. Bring me a dream. Da, 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 okay, so we select all of these, but there's a secret here that there's not going to be as many children, childhoods. Now we need to create another. There are not going to be many childhoods effectively. Because if we do put a 3 here, if you get a +3 here, so that's 3, 6, 8, 9, 3, 6, 8, 9, and 11, 12. Actually, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12. No, this would be 10, 11, 12, 1, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Because your race is going to give you just a +1 to something. Okay, so, yes, I am... Wait, no, that doesn't work because we're already at childhood. So your species would have to give you... Your species would have to give you 3, 6, 9, 11, 12. Okay, we got that. Yes. Alternatively, we give... Alternatively, we give you like a freebie here. Like you get +2. If we do that, that would be, we would reduce this to 2. So this would be 2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 13. And this would be... This would be our gimme. We treat this as our gimme, like you just get 2 points to spread around wherever you want. It's not perfect. Or we go with 3. See, this is a fascinating question. Do you believe your race contributes equal amounts to your childhood and career, or do you think your ambition contributes? What do you all think? Now, I want to preface this, by the way. I want to preface this very importantly. There are multiple different races. There are multiple different races in this beautiful world. These are rabbit people. See this? She's a little rabbit girl. She's got rabbit ears. Look at her. She's got little rabbit ears. She's fucking adorable. You want to fucking give her a big old hug. You want to go, mwah, I love you. You know, kiss her on the forehead because she's adorable. On the other hand, this is a cat girl. Oh, you want to go, mwah, I love you. Don't worry, you're fine. You're good. You're good. You're good. I love you. Mwah. Where is the this woman right here is a fucking bear. She is a bear. This is a person. This is a bear. Oh man, what's your career? What do you do for a living? I'm a fucking giant bear man. I like hurting people because I'm a bear. But so when I say, like, does race factor a lot into your personal development? Like that, it's a very strangely worded, like, it's a very strangely worded thing. Because there are so many different ones. This is even dealing with Sarkaz. Because the Sarkaz have numerous different ways of looking at things. But I guess the best way to think about it is this man big and tough because he is a Sarkaz, or is he big and tough because he trained his ass off to do it? That's a very fascinating question. I've heard the seed crypto bros of many kinds. Like it's one of those, like, very fascinating situations. Does race determine your personality? Well, it's one of those weird questions where you have to think about it with Arknights. You legitimately have to think about it. This is a man who is born to be stupidly strong. He is genetically predisposed to be able to bench press people. You are a little rabbit girl born into a, like born into this, and that's why I'm like, part of me is like, do we even worry about, like, there's a part of me that's saying we don't even worry about. We legitimately do not worry about race. Races don't contribute any stats. You just get a benefit from them. But another part of me is like, oh, Jesus. Alternatively, we could add another step here. We could add a step here, which would be, like family. And family would feed into this with 2 points. And your family would feed into it with 2 points, and then it would be race. And your race would literally just give you one singular point. So 1, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, possibly 13 if you were infected. I guess family would be better. We can add that family. Yes, no. Give me something to work with here, people. Oh, think about this. Which is to say, I'm going to get something to drink. Ugh. Nature playing a bigger factor, but nature still has nurture. Yeah, that works. Delicious. Absolutely Sasuga, as one might say. Alright, so... Okay, so if we go with childhood, childhood's going to contribute 3. But if we want to do... We want to keep childhood as a... Actually, let's just write out some childhoods. What's it like being a child for you? Well, first things first, child soldier. Let's just get it out of the way. Child soldier. You were drafted early. You've been fighting since probably you were about 12. Military. I got drafted. I was chosen to be an officer, groomed at a young age for it. Honestly, yeah. I mean, we could do. It would be child soldier. Would be like I got drafted. Military academy. Full education. You went through full schools. Yeah, you just got a full actual education. You are technically a high school graduate. You did everything correct. I was a child laborer. Well, you maybe want, how does a child laborer become an engineer? That's going to be very different of than I went to a military academy and became a journalist or something. Like there's a little bit of a difference. Homeschooled. I guess we can even change childhood to education. Because if we change childhood to education, this does change the nature of it. It gives a little bit more weight to the idea of the family. Being like, yeah, you were a poor kid who went to... You're a poor kid who went to real people's school. Like, hey, you are a... Like, yeah, no, you didn't really grow up formally. I want to find Terra Incognita. Lore factions. Bolivar. Colombia. Everyone loves Colombia. I guess like a corporate education. It's kind of like, actually, if we do formal, like you were child soldier, which is like, yeah, we can even do like 2-1. Actually, I would even say like 2001. Like they didn't even train you how to be good at like working with your hands or anything. Actually, no, if we do 1011 here, military academy, 2-1, actually 2-1, formal education, something like that, child labor, aristocratic education, wild child, 1. Like that. Corporate education. Street rat. Street rat. That's kind of the idea of the wild child. Like, the idea of the wild child was like, yeah, you were just kind of running around doing your own fucking thing at that point. Like, you weren't even doing anything formally. Like, your formal education is the fucking street. Autodictant's a good one. Yeah. something like that. You got a little bit of a spread because you were just self-taught. Other amazing, cool, exciting. Yeah, kind of like having you were effectively handed a gun when you were 8, and you've been learning how to shoot since then. You went to an actual military academy from pretty much the state, effectively. You had a full formal education. You were effectively, by the time you could do things, you were sent to the mines. You had an actual full education, except it's different because you didn't learn very practical skills. You learned more fanaticism for the country. Wild Child is you were allowed to just kind of do whatever the fuck you want. Corporate was like, the idea of a corporate education is like you went to school at a company, with the company saying this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Like I have accepted the fact that you are going to do this job forever. I do not care. Like Otto Dictant's kind of the universalist. Let's see. Do we have any other formal education types? Do we have any fun and exciting education types that people would like to know about? Actually, you were just right. Again, I wanted the idea of like you always have the opportunity of being raised in Rhode Island, and you always have that. I was raised in Rhode Island. I've always been a part of this organization. My mom, my dad, I've always been a part of this company. I've always been a part of this life. I've never not been a part of this. That's always been something that I have to live with. I think that kind of covers everything. Church is a little bit... The church is weird. And there's a very specific reason why the church is weird. Because effectively, there are multiple different... I guess cult would be a good one. Actually, yeah, that's a very valid action. Cult would be a good 3 valor one, like, yeah. Because the actual formal church, if you were to say the church, the actual church is staffed almost entirely by the Sancta. Sancta are gun angels. These are the guys who run the church. Yeah, like Exuzi. Even though it's very bizarre. Again, she has an actual gun, by the way. God gave her a gun. That's, which is never not funny to me. Faith is my shield. Yeah, so I guess, going full cult would be like, yeah, no, I call me valorous, baby. So that would lead us to our family. And our family is, if we... Oh, God, okay, wait a second. Put you there. We do that, and we remove the filter there. We do this. Because here, we only have 2 points to spread. Now, this is our family. Now, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do... poverty-stricken. You have a middle-class family. Aristocratic family. You have a corporate family. Poverty-stricken would be you have a skill, and you would have 2 skill. Middle-class family, insight, skill. Aristocratic family, insight, valor. Corporate, insight, skill. Actually, skill, valor. You're kind of in it. Okay, so, you are tribal. Okay, so, oh yeah, I guess we would, having a cult family would be force insight. Tribal family, corporate family, aristocratic, middle class, poverty stricken. Actually, a military family. We can even put 2 there. Actually, military family 1-1. That's fair. God, what would be the academic? Orphan to valor. That's kind of the idea of like, radicalized. Is like, yeah, you're kind of like, yeah, your parents were a bunch of radicals, they're probably dead. Like, being an orphan should not be like a, oh man, this should probably be a default in some cases. Like, yeah, no, like, your family's fucking weird, man. Let's see. Are we missing something? That's not really. I guess this kind of covers everything. Now, if we really want to, we could attempt. Now, mind you, this is a big attempt to do the rogue trader thing. Because in the rogue trader method of doing this, effectively what happens is that we would go up to, like, well, first things first, we assigned this, and then we have to assign our race. So this is the full actual, like, this is the full actual list of just our full life path. You will end up with 12 cards at the end of this. Now, if we go over to... We go over not to our faction, but if we go to our races. Let's just call a spade a spade. So, if we go to the Oni and Anasa. Oni and Anasa actually have a thing called Quilon. This is Quilon. The Aaron Overlord. The Quilon was one of the individuals who said, I'm going to fuck off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, as a Quilani man, it's and Quilon decided not to follow the path while in those life, but Quilon felt the western turn hemisphere in fear for peace and went on a journey east along the Sarkaz tribes, some of which being the ancestors of coexist with all international hostility. It's kind of like the Oni and Anasa. Like the one of the weird things is like Oni and Anasa are technically derived from the same kin, if that makes sense. It's just like who's it's are you from Yan? You know, are you from China or are you from Japan? That's the best way to think about it. Are you from China or Japan? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, so it's like, they are effectively the same race, just from very different locations. So, okay, so let's, like, we fold the Oni and the Anasa together, and they're going to just get a flat plus, they're going to get a flat +1 force, and their gimmick. What's their gimmick, everybody? Let's see. There we go. Like, I don't really know what I would call them. There's like, that's just what they are, because there aren't many of them, relatively speaking. That's the thing. There aren't many of them, relatively speaking. Because, like, what does Yamato do? Yamato is just lady with sword. She's like, does she have special powers? No, she just is. Yeah, it's just like, what's your thing? You're just strong. That's her power. Her power is being strong. Like, okay, what you working on? Welcome to the wonderful world of Arknight's role-playing games. Yes, we are making an Arknight's role-playing game for money on the internet. Currently, we are trying to... We need to interpret all of these races. Well, not all of these ones, because there's a lot of exception clauses in here. And we need to make sure we have all of these races and some of these races. Yeah, there's a lot of like, oh hey, by the way, we also have to do all of the furries. Yeah, it's like, are you from China or Japan? Like, yeah, so I don't really know, like, I could probably call them, like, descendants, or, like, the Quilon descendants, or something like that. There's a name I could probably get them, and I'm thinking this is going to be their gimmick. Is like, oh no, I drew a bunch of cards, and I don't have any force cards in my hand. I can discard any number of cards that are not force cards, and then redraw equal number of them. So if I, if I draw 4 cards, for example, I have 3 non-force cards, I can be like, okay, I'm going to dump these and just redraw. And it's like, that may not seem very like, oh, well, you just want to draw more force cards, right? Not necessarily. The entire idea is that you can cycle your hand a lot easier. Because that's all it would be, is it's like you can cycle your hand. So that would be one option. So we don't have to worry about these two. Durin are kind of weird, because Durin are very common, relatively speaking. Like, there are Durin in setting. And they are all just they're dwarves. Like, there's nothing, like, fancy about it. They're just dwarves. Oh man, what's my ability? You're a fucking dwarf. Like, okay, so do Durin have Mm. 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 Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, they are technically Sarkaz. Like, the basic idea is, like, Sarkaz are anyone that is not an animal person. So I guess Durin would be one. Mm. 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 Let's see. Durin. Oh god, they're manlets. So they're 4-2. This is me. This is just me putting something out there. The angels. Like, Sancta are easy enough to do. Like, they have an easy ability, which I'm going to give them +1 Valor the entire... Sancta. Now we start getting into these ones. Grudge Bears, Forgotten Realms, Tolkien Stone. Like, I guess the best way to understand the Durin is that the Durin are, how do we make dwarves without they're Japanese dwarves, I think is the best way of saying it. Like, they're very generic in that way, but they have their own way. Because, like, when you type in, like, dwarf fantasy, and you're thinking something like this. Yeah, you see the hello everybody. You know, I can't do a Scottish accent at this point. You know, it's just like hello and all that jazz. You know, they've got the thick accent. They saying I, and they're throwing axes at people, and they're all Gimli. Japanese dwarf fantasy is really funny because they do change the nature of dwarves pretty significantly. Like you don't think about it, like anime dwarves tend to be like a lot more exaggeratedly weird. It's hard to dictate. Dwarves have the exact same nature. I think that's the way of wording it. It's less like dwarves have the same nature as they would normally, quote unquote. They just happen to not look right. They look like anime girls and anime boys, usually with a very funny icon nearby. And sometimes not. Sometimes they look perfectly like normal. But again, you see this and you're like, wait a second, that's not a dwarf. Be like, no, they are the most generic kind of fantasy dwarf. It's very interesting. Okay, let's see. So we have to do what are playable? We know Banshee are playable. Cyclops? I don't know Cyclops or Damazti. Damazti have a lot of, like, the thing with the Damazti is that they're we have there's an NPC. They can literally shape change. That's their gimmick. They can shape change. That's the secret. She shape changes. And that's what they can do. It's like, oh no. Like Diablo, how many Diablos do we have? We've got Ifrit, but she's not a real Diablo. Yeah, that's the thing. She's not a real one. We have any Jal, and we have got one Jal. There we go. Do you want to have no fear? Do you want to? Don't worry, she'll just eat your soul because she's Babel's HR department. Nymph's parents. You tell Nymph that she has mode. So let's see. And he. Yeah, like Jal could work. That's the thing. Jal could work as a, yeah, like in theory they do work, but not perfectly. They are more, yeah, they're like like, I'm not joking, no brain damage to pull off a Scottish accent. Oh god, give me 1 second. Oh goodness. All of these voices inside my head. Hello, we doing Monster Grills today? No, we're doing Arknights, even worse. Oh, it's not bad. It's just, there's a lot of exception clauses with Arknights. Banshees should work. Banshees just have an ability. Cyclops are a little bit... Cyclops work technically. That's the problem. They work technically. And it's like, okay. We would not be able to play a Lich. Because I don't believe I don't think that would be fair for anyone. Vampire, on the other hand, playing a vampire is technically allowed. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's... I guess playing just a straight up fucking vampire would be fine. She runs the shop. Okay, so we would be able to... Vampires would work. So actually, let's just do, like, for sure. Let's, like, for sure. Banshees. A Banshee. A... Jal. I would say Jal should work. Vampire. Vampire, and then, like, a no, which would be a Lich, obviously. Like, we'll put in a big maybe, which would be Cyclops. Damazati. Hello, Damazati. Damazati, I would put firmly into maybe tier. And I would put them firmly into maybe tier because I do not know that much about them, and I think they might be a plot development one. I don't think we're going to put Diablo in, because Diablo are... Yeah, punishment coin of... the first Lord of Fiends. Yeah, so Diablo are a no. There's only one Diablo, and she's not a real Diablo. It's a fucking thing. What the fuck is this setting? So, here's the thing with Arcanites. So, this is the map. This is Terra. Terra Incognita. This is the map of Terra. Let me see if we can find a better map of Terra. There we go. This is the map of Terra. What is Terra, you may say? You may say, Notepad, what is Terra? Terra is an alien planet that humans came to a long time ago. And we came here a long-ass time ago, and we colonized the fuck out of it. Including changing all of the native inhabitants, who were barely sentient monsters, into hot anime girls and boys. The Sarkaz. However, things went very bad for everyone involved. And because things went bad for everyone involved, things gradually got worse and worse. Something happened, I don't know yet, to be perfectly honest with you. But something happened somewhere along the way, and humanity is now gone. They are now super duper gone and never coming back. Only the ancients, the ancient species, who are animal people, their immediate descendants, are the main kind of race of the world alongside the Sarkaz. The problem is, there is the main industry of the world, you could say, is the harvesting of a very special rock, Orginium. Orginium is pretty much the wonder rock that does everything you could think of. There's a problem, though. It gives you rock cancer. Rock cancer will kill you. It will eat you from the inside out and murder you exponentially. The game follows the DOKTOR. The DOKTOR, a human, yes, the last human alive, obviously, because you play the Doctor, and being the head of Rhodes Island, effectively a small corporation dedicated to combating rock cancer, most of the time through paramilitary means. In addition to actual medical research. Things go wrong from there. Ta-da. That is the extent of the turning animal, like... Turning animals into hot chicks? Yeah, it makes perfect... Honest to God, if you have the ability to turn things into attractive anime girls rather than things that want to eat your soul, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go with the former. I'm like, yeah, okay, Bajinga, you turned into an anime girl because fuck it, why not? Yeah, humans were weird. Yeah, what we would consider to be humanity is kind of fucking odd, and a lot of things happen. We're not talking about like they disappeared like 30 years ago kind of thing. We're talking like thousands. We are talking about things that happened thousands of years ago. Because humanity did things that were like extreme genetic bullshittery with the magic people, with the magic animals there. Fight cancer with mercenaries also makes sense. Well, the problem is, the people who have magic rock cancer are really good at using magic. They are also terrorists. Well, some of them are. And other nations who do not like people trying to cure the disease because there's a lot of incentive for them not to. Because there are the lower class people we can exploit now. And how else will people pay for their treatment? Treatment of a thing that we can't stop, but we can just delay currently. So that's kind of the way you incentivize the game going on is, oh no, we need to do something to help try to stop the situation from getting worse. Things go horribly wrong. Because, let me see if I can find it. Kazdel here, right here, is effectively the nation of the Sarkaz, of people who are native to who are actually native to the planet and get rock cancer very easily. And because they get rock cancer very easily, everyone also hates them because they're Jews. they are analogous to the Jewish dysphoria. Yes. You kind of see like, oh, you might see like, oh, Iberia, Sargon. There are some vague connections, and they kind of vaguely line up to other things. Others of them don't really line up at all. Like, Yan and Higashi are like, okay, Japan and China, obviously. Ursus is kind of like revolutionary Russia. Kazmirez is like permanently in a feudal state. Sammy's kind of weird. Unironically, Colombia is probably like the closest thing to an actual United States of America in the setting. Colombia. Because Victoria here is run by a bunch of fucking lions. You get cancer from the thing natural to your planet more easily than other Xenos? That doesn't seem right. Well, admittedly, Spartan, admittedly, we get cancer from uranium. They weren't digging it up exactly. That's kind of the issue, is it's like, yeah, we get cancer from uranium because it's a fucking radioactive material. I think uranium gives cancer to everything. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we get radiation, and it's kind of implied like they're... Of course they want to turn us into a feudal shithole. Yeah, it is literally, it's a magic rock that humans wanted, but they didn't want, and we also did a lot of genetic fuckery. A lot of genetic fuckery. We turned them into Earth mythological creatures because we fucking could. We made a multiple species of animal people because we fucking could. Because funny. Yeah, no, it's... Imagine if uranium gave you superpowers alongside cancer. And the worst part... Because the worst part is sometimes you don't even get superpowers. You just get cancer, and you get a fucking rock growing inside your blood. Because that's what happens when you get this poisoning. When you are infected, you end up with your body starts becoming the crystal from the inside out. Your cells start turning into it. Your bloodstream starts turning into it. Late stage of this stuff means you're effectively a fucking crystal repository. Like, oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, things get a little bit hectic, to say the least. Things get a little bit, little bit naughty. And yes, being Poland does literally... Polish people do get knights, I will say that. You may say, oh man, you know, like, no, don't worry. You guys do get knights in slavery. Case in point, you guys literally, you get slavery. Congratulations. You did it, everyone. You have slavery now. The vampires are okay. No Lich, Nekazizers, no Wendigos. I don't think, like... Yeah, so you can't play a Wendigo. There's one Wendigo character. To give you an idea, this is the Wendigo character. Like, there's just a person under that, by the way. Yes. Yeah, no, it's to give you an idea, yeah, no, on the other hand, he also suffers from severe oropathy, terminal disease. Even though it could give him powers to regenerate and heal his wounds, it often makes his health deteriorate, such as giving him a crystallized larynx, makes it hard for him to speak, and losing his scalp, leading to exposure of his skull. Yeah. We don't have, like, none of you really are. None of you are operators. None of you are, so none of you could join as. None of you are able to join. Let's see. No Wendigo. All the Wendigos are dead, technically. Let's see. I guess, is there just basic Sarcons? Like, are they all special sub-rate Sarcons? What are you, Murdoch? Murdoch, you are a gargoyle. Why aren't you on here? You are. I guess putting a gargoyle would he be here? Well, because we do have an operator who is a gargoyle. Yeah, so really we just have to worry about 3 of them. Oh god, we're raiding with a party of 9. Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and I write games for fun, so what are we doing today? Oh goodness, paper raid. Oh, Hello, 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 hello. We're talking about Arc Knights, everyone. What? Hello, we're writing tabletop games with Arc Knights. It's got out of hand, everyone. We're trying to sort through races. We're trying to sort through everything. I know a fair number of people who watch me play Arc Knights. Oh boy. Yes, we're going to be writing an Arc Knights tabletop role-playing game experience, and the commissioner wants cards, so we're doing it with cards. Because that's what we do here, everyone. We improvise, and we do our best, and try to make sure that whatever... We try to make vampires function, or all the rest of these function. A little bit easier said than done. Tokyo Nova pilled. It's a little bit more complicated than that, unfortunately for me. But here's our current our current character creation table. We want to get our baseline stats, and it's only going to get worse from here, everyone. Only going to get worse from here. Good. Let's. What are we looking for here? What are we looking for here? What are we looking for here? So now I think we could probably get away with these races. Like, if we do this. Dun, 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 dun. So if we go here now, go select you. Sarkaz, legitimately with the Sarkaz, we can have whatever we're going to refer to as the Oni and Anasa. Oni / Anasa are going to be their own. I guess you would refer to it as a race, but they're going to be together. Like, well, that's not quite right. They are different. Like, they are different. However, Durin obviously are going to be slightly different. We're going to also have difference with the Sancta. I'm literally going to have to write an entire different weapon list for just them, by the way. I'm ready. I'm able. It's going to be great. It's going to be, as they say in the hoods, poggers. Do we say poggers any? Is poggers still a thing anymore? Do people pog? Like, honestly, this is an actual serious question. Do people pog out anymore? Like, I remember for a while there, like, that's all people would say, being like, oh, I'm pogging out or whatever. But then it just kind of dissipated. Went away, and I think it was because the main pog guy hated everything, and he was like, I'm away now. But yeah, but it's only ironically now, right? Like, it's not actual serious I am pogging out. It's very fascinating in that regard. So let's see, for sure, let's just, these are the ones I feel relatively competent, like confident we could adapt. Most of them are going to be gimmicks. Going to be like, we can't put Liches, we can't put Diablos, we can't have Nekazerhers or Wendigos. All of those have something in there that disallow us from doing such. Now. Now we get to the furry races, because you may be saying, Notepad, what do you mean the furry races? Well, nope, welcome to the wonderful world of the ancients. Now, if we go over here, we're just going to go down the list. Just going to go down the list. Not sarcasm. So, these are aquatic animals. We do have quite a few different... Mm. Mm. Okay, so I guess Aegir would be okay. So we entity, you are weasels. Okay. Yes, you're in. I have a strange and beautiful feeling we are going to have to deal with all of them. Frugs and toads. Let's see. Frugs and toads. Rare, rainforest, eastern Sargon. Still in human regions. We've got exactly one. What? What? So good evening. Welcome to the wonderful world of Ark Knights, the tabletop role-playing game. A world where animal people roam free and we debate with ourselves about the nature of losing our minds. So, Blue Poison is a frog girl. See, I look at characters like her, and people look at me like I'm odd. Then I'm like, oh hey, like I think it's just humans with guns. But you get like weird like the thing is, you always get weird notes with Ark Knights. What do you mean by what do I like get weird notes? You are odd. I see. The thing with weird notes with Ark Knights, or any of these gacha games I've realized, is that you look at it and being like, it's about anime girls with guns or something. Simple, easy, understandable. And then they bring out, oh hey. You're like, yeah? There are no humans. They're all animal people. Okay, there's also demon monsters from beyond the colors of okay. Alright, understandable. We've established something here. A little odd, but we can make it work. Then be like, okay, they still fire guns, right? Well, no. They use crossbows. Why? Because the Catholic Church has a doctorate on all guns. Like, okay. Because most operators will use crossbows or bows. Because guns are exclusive to the Catholic Church. Guns come from God. And God loves his Smith & Wesson. You're like, alright, fuck it. Okay, this is reasonable. Nothing is wrong here. I guess a neuro would work. Like, okay. Not a great start. Let's see. Crocodiles. Alright. Uncommon rare. Although being an uncommon rare. Bridally crown themselves to Of course. But of course. For the maximum usage, Con log dragon with tails, and recently the new sport influenced by former culture soccer games with kicking with tails. So they have tails. They're anime grills with tails, but crocodile tails. Nothing is saying you can't, and there's more than a few. Otherwise known as 2, it looks like. 3. There looks like to be 3. Don't worry. This one has magic rock cancer, but doesn't. Okay, so she doesn't have so I guess they would be fine. Okay, that's a good start. I know the Aslan are going to be fine because the Aslan are lion people. And if we put in the lion people, like the lion people aren't like, I don't think there's like, you exchange to become the Aslan house. First Aslan believes they were naturally born with the divine right of kings. During the 19th century. The Aslan Paradis fled to Victoria. Wait, how many Aslan are there? Because there's one Aslan here. But she's like she's Alexandria. She's from Glasgow. She's literally part of a street game. Street gang. Siege. Okay, you're felon, but you're not Aslan. You're not Aslan. You are. I don't think we could add Aslan. I don't think we can because I don't. The Paradis Empire. Yeah, of course. You are odd. God made men, divinely ordained cult to give them guns. Yeah, the Paradis Empress, I should say, is a fucking Catwoman. Catman. Who knows what we are? Let's see. You are goats. We've got plenty of goats. You're going to end up. Congratulations. The goats are in. Daughters. Rabbits. Of course they're in. The main fucking girl is a rabbit. The main character is a rabbit girl. Hello, Amia. Look, everyone. It's Amia. The main actual character. It's like to the point where like that's like an entire note with her is that she is in fact the main character. She's not like she's the actual leader of Rhode Island. She's the one who actually does everything. That's her job. Like She's the most important, one of the most important people in the setting. She just happens to be a rabbit girl and also your best friend slash daughter person. It's very complicated, mostly when it turns out like you're also an asshole. Welcome, congratulations, you're the worst human being alive. How does it feel? Uncommon race, Sargon. Fuck, man, everyone belongs to fucking Sargon. I guess you fine. Oh Jesus. Yeah, you California. Yeah, you're deep. It's your deep. Obviously, the fucking cat girls and cowboys are going to be in this one, right? Obviously, that's the entire point. Again, that's one of those things where it's like, that's the entire point of this. It's a cat. You're a cat boy, or you're a cat girl. No shit, you're going to be here. 40. We've got a few of them, unfortunately for me. Oh, sweet baby Christmas Christ on a stick. Okay. Okay, there can't be. Okay, there's a. Okay, you're getting in. Now, mind you, why I am feeling a little bit of physical agony from this is that we need to make all of these playable, and that means they all have to be slightly different from one another. Okay, there's a lot of bird ones. Liberi get weird. They're like, oh, they take the form of birds and stuff. They usually don't have anything. It's like they usually don't even have a gimmick. Like if you see this man, do you think of like, ah, yes, a bird? No, you think a human being, but it's like, no, that's a bird man. Okay, Lupo or dog people, yeah. Yeah, dogs kind of got fucked over in Arknights, fun fact. Because, like, Pedo are dogs, technically. There aren't many. We want to be really specific. We can do Lupo, Pedo. Like, they're technically the same thing. We don't really have manticores. Yeah, we don't have manticores, really. They're too specific. Let's see, what are you? Turtles! Very rare. That only settle in aquatic. Like, scarcity. Yeah, I don't think we really need to have Petrum in there either. Okay, so that'd be Phidias. Phidias are snakes. There's a couple. Hello, snake girls. Everybody look, it's snake girls. Or you get characters like Sharp. Hi, Sharp. You know, Sharp. Oh boy, it's time to bring in such fascinating characters like Ace, who's a snake man. You may think, man, Notepad, that doesn't look like anything like a snake person. I'm like, I know. Oh, I know. Let's see. Pilosa, sloths. No, we're not gonna add them in. Hyenas. There are 2 hyenas. Very desert regions, Sargon, living in desert. Now, mind you, this is again where things get weird. This is Beanstalk. Beanstalk, like, as you can tell, she is an anime girl. This is Spot. Spot is an actual hyena man. These are part of the exact same race. Oh yeah, Ash beats the shit out of them. Yeah, because technically Rainbow Six is in this game as well. Yeah, don't forget that Rainbow Six shows up. Because crossover characters differently play no role in official collaboration, not involved in any canon events of the game. Yeah, we don't talk about the idea that Rainbow Six is in the game. I mean, yeah, Originium Dust. Where are you from? Brown Slayer. Playing a minor role. Like, you're not. Okay, like, you're, oh no, that's a weird one because there's a lot of ifs and why are weird animal people why are all the weird animal people just weird humans? Because they're literally made in the image of human beings. Maybe? I don't know. You have to remember, these are thousands of years have gone by since humanity was like, I want to turn my dog into a person because I'm a fucking lunatic. Why are you doing this? Is there any reason? Nah. Because I can? That's a terrible reason. I think Savrans are also pretty bad one. This is Ranger. As you can see, Ranger is an actual lizard person. This is Black Knight. Black Knight is an anime girl. These are the same race. Let's see. Yeah, they're true lizards. Amphibian salamanders, Are you prone to wickedness? Yeah, they don't. I guess. I guess Savra should go in there because there are multiple Savra operators. Ursus was going to go in there because Ursus are just fucking bears. There's quite a few of them. Do they give any explanation to why there are like animal people and non-animal people? You can play these people. You cannot play Cole here. Why can't you play Cole? Because Cole is not a playable character. On the other hand, you see like Skull Shatter in his like booty shorts, I fucking guess. Yeah, it's We've got Voiv. Let's see. Lesser dragons. We have a lot. Not a common. Guess there's enough of them. There's enough of them to justify their existence. Volpo. There's a lot. Of course there's a lot of Volpo. There are foxes. And then the Zalix. Zalix are effectively like... They're rats. They're rodents. Then they go to the mines. Like, yeah, sorry, sorry, little Timmy. You've been born. Go to the mines. Okay, so... We only have to do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 races right now. That's not bad. Possibly 20 or more, but that's not bad. Right? Right? Please tell me everything's gonna be fine. It's not, but I can believe. Because then you get, like, the special ancients, by the way. Like, these are the elder ancients. These are, like, the double ancients. I probably am not even going to be like, you can't play these. That's not the point. Because you're like, oh, it's a Cerberus. You're not. No. Oh, I want to play a dragon person. No, you won't. Stop it. I want to play a hippogriff. No, you don't. You're not. Actually, let's see. I guess hippogriff might be appropriate. Maybe. Maybe hippogriff. That's a rough one. Absolutely not. Have no fear. Everyone do your appropriate sobbing emoji for our tactical fox waifu lolly, I guess. I don't know, man. People play Hippogriff and Spelljammer. Everyone look at our if someone cue lolly goddess. Don't do that. I'm going to jail. Feather plume serpent. No. Kylan, no. The Lung, the great Chinese dragon. By the way, Arknights is a Chinese game. I guess in theory the Loon could join Nightmare Rosa. Mares. Are you special? Cog Quest. The Mongolians. Great Mongolia. Great Mongolia, everyone. Have no fear. Let me guess. Does she have... Okay, she does not have rock cancer. Yeah, welcome to, our Mongolian horsewife. Sorry, everyone. We have a Mongolian horsewife at home. There we go. Sobbing face emoji. I mean... Yeah, no, it's Mongolian. Yeah, once you realize there is Mongolian horse Christ, it's like, all right, fuck it. I guess it would be appropriate to bring them in. Pegasus. Okay, there's a couple Pegasus. Yeah. Yeah, the Pegasus kind of got raffle stomped, and now everyone in Poland is a Pegasus. Oh god, we're playing My Little Pony, aren't we? Oh no. We're... Finally, maybe the real friendship was magic. I don't make the rules of being... Maybe the real friendship was magic, everyone. Maybe that's all that matters. There was a very long and intricate conversation about fucking My Little Pony the other day in my server. I cannot escape that game. Yeah, sorry, Caven. I know you may not realize it, but you're all horses. How does it feel to be a horse person and be ruled over formerly by Pegasi and now Mongolians? Finally, glorious Mongolian horsewomen. Yeah, no, you're like it's effectively Poland. Yeah. Technically there's unicorns, but we're not going to talk about unicorns. Unicorns go away. Sorry, unicorns. Go away. Various rates of mortality. We don't really need to worry about you. Do we really need to worry about beast lords? No, not really. Oh yeah, there's a fucking gangster rap penguin with a fucking gun when Tupac's occur. Don't talk about it. Chimera aren't real, and I don't need to worry about it. What the fuck are you? You are a... Ager. Yeah, we're not going to worry about any of this shit. That is a no-no. No, we are going to not worry about it. What's demons? Yeah. Seaborn, yeah, there's... Yeah, don't worry. Don't go into the ocean. The ocean is full of fishmen. The ocean is full of the ocean is full of fishmen who want to eat your brain. Don't go there. Just fuck everything there. Just there's some robots, some AI, whatever the fuck these are. Like this girl, Sora's unique. Because Sora changes her race every single image she's in. Every single image she is in, they change her race. There is no answer for this. She just does. And nobody knows what's going on. People think, oh, it's just a joke. Mm. Mm. Now, welcome to our various heroes. Yeah, there we go. So we've got all our races. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Could be French. The changeling, one could say. It really is MLP. Yeah, it's MLP, except everyone's got a crossbow and we're all really depressed from rock cancer. From what I've gathered from people, like, Arknights is just super fucking depressing. Like, you play through Arknights and nothing good happens. Everyone is suffering. It is just a 24/7 CBT session. Where it's like, hey, by the way, all that work you did, sorry, it was stolen by super terrorists. They've also planted a bomb on you. Like, why? Why you are bombing a hospital? Why are you doing this? By the way, you have super cancer. Why are you doing this? By the way, we're starting another race war. Why are you doing this? Literally, it's just like, man, I really want to solve super cancer. I mean, like, I think we should start a race war. Like, no, stop it. Why do you want to start a race war? Stop 1480 it, goddammit. We are trying to beat cancer. I think it's like, it's one of those things where you engage with it and you're like, oh, okay, this makes sense. And then it just stops making sense after a while. And where you're like, oh, everything is just so comically terrible in this setting. It gets funny at a certain point. But this should work. All right, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling decent about this. All right. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna call it here because I've been streaming for 3 hours and my throat's giving way. My body is dying. I am not. I am sleep, man. Hello, Kumu. Kumu, you're not allowed to be doing this. Someone's playing 100% orange juice. We all love orange juice, everybody. Undertale yellow. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's piss Undertale, I guess. What is Undertale yellow? I want you to tell me, everyone. Lemon woman. Which one's lemon woman? There's many lemon women. There are many lemon women. Also, yes, please, Lumi. Oh, Lumi. Wait, yeah. Lumi's got 1.1k viewers, guys. I don't think 10 viewers are really gonna make the difference here. Like, I don't think it's really gonna make a difference. I don't think we're gonna make it, Kings. I don't think she's going to care. I'm sorry, everyone. See, if we hit it fast, everyone. Okay, fuck it, let's do it. Why not? Let's game, everyone. And if she asks, why are we doing these things? It is because Notepad has been drinking profusely. Which, fun fact, everyone. Fun fact. They opened up a new bar joint around me. I can buy beer across the street now. I can get beer at 24/7. We're so fucking back, Kings. We're so back. Alright. I'm going to be leaving now. Godspeed, good luck, you know the rest.